Good morning. So for my first video of 2020, I just thought I would answer some questions that I get often, just about training and appearance and things like that. So if you follow me for any time, you know that the big inspiration behind Levi's Hard to Kill training is the loss of my dad, passing of my dad. And we're coming up on 14 years here in May. So for 14 years, so the question that I get is, you know, how do I look like you? Which there's no other way to ask that or to say that without sounding like a arrogant jerk. But I mean, that's the question that I get. When that leads to supplements and it leads to steroids and things like that. But the truth is, it's a really basic and boring answer is that, so for almost 14 years now, which really isn't that long, all things considered, but for 14 years, I've eaten a certain way, I've trained a certain way, and I've just shown up every day. And that's basically all it is I stopped making excuses for myself. I stopped letting life, the curveballs that life throw me, give me an excuse, and I just took ownership of everything that I was doing, eating, exercise, and you know, I sought out resources from trusted professionals, and I applied them, and you know, voila, this is what I am at 41, almost 14 years from when I started on this journey. So the secret to how to look like Levi, you know, I think that my body, obviously there's genetics involved with all of us, but I look, in my opinion, how I eat and how I train. I don't look like a bodybuilder because I don't eat or train that way. I don't look like a power lifter. I don't eat or train that way. I mean, it's pretty consistent. So I mean, I use bells and a bar now and again, doing weird stuff. I don't train like differently or secretly, you know, outside of what I post. I don't post one way and train another way. So if you want to know how I train, my YouTube and my Instagram have all kinds of examples. So you know, I do that for 14 years, and I eat a consistent diet for 14 years, and that's what happens. And so it's not a special supplement regimen that I'm on. You know, now in my life, at this point in my training career, I believe less is more. I take 3 to 5 grams of creatine a day. I take caffeine from coffee, and an occasional, I have a little bit of whey protein every day in the form of bars because I would rather eat than drink. Excuse me. But that's really all I take consistently. You know, I used to be the guy that took BCAAs and pre-workouts and, you know, 2 whey shakes a day and casein at night, and it just got to the point where, like, why am I spending hundreds of dollars with the investment that, or the return that I'm getting on my investment? And it just wasn't worth it to me. So I just stopped, and I do as little as possible because I like to eat. So I'd rather eat real food. My wife's a good cook. I would rather eat the food that she makes and save a little bit of money on supplements, and it's worked. Now, if you're a person that loves supplements, that's awesome. I mean, you do you. I'm not trying to convince, I don't think you need it, but I'm not trying to convince you either because your goals are different than my goals. And so, you know, whatever you need to do to be the best version of you, you know, as long as it's legal, awesome. And then lastly, this whole steroids thing, you know, it's, again, I think I explained everything. I don't even think I look like I take steroids, but apparently some people want to have that opinion, and I can't change their mind. You know, I just answered the question. So again, do I think you're a bad person if you take steroids? Absolutely not. I personally don't have a need to take them. I don't make any money off of my appearance or my performance. I don't compete in those kind of events. It's really, you know, if whoever wants to take them can take them. You still have to work super hard when you're taking them. And so if you want the results that you can get from steroids, you're still committed to fitness. You're still, eating well. You're still working really hard in the gym. And so I would much rather see someone take steroids and be successful with their goals than watch somebody eat themselves to death and not exercise. So, yep, there's the answer to the questions. I hope your 2020's going well and you're sticking to your resolutions. So if not, if I can help you in any way, please reach out. Have a great day.